In this episode, we meet Adam, a tenant and peer support worker at HomeGround's supportive housing development in central Auckland. For much of his life, stable housing felt out of reach. During COVID, Adam was placed in emergency accommodation. When a place at HomeGround came up, he took it, and nearly 4 years on, he hasn't looked back. Adam shares what it means to finally have a place that is yours, for as long as you need it. He talks about the sense of community that HomeGround has given him, what it feels like to have a safe space to heal, and why he believes a stable home is the foundation for everything else in life. And he has a direct message for government about where the money should go. More information on this episode can be found in the episode description. And don't forget to subscribe to the Char Hub podcast, wherever you get your podcasts from.
Thank you so much for your time this evening. I know you've already had a long day at work, and you live here in this beautiful space at HomeGround. Would you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and what brought you to this beautiful space?
Yeah, sure. Hi, my name's Adam. I have a history of I had a history of being dependent on drugs, which caused me to commit crimes to get money for drugs. And I come in contact with the criminal justice system and ended up spending a lot of time in the criminal justice system overseas. I ended up getting deported here from Australia, so I'm a 501. And my experience of homelessness, like especially getting out of prison, you'd usually get a place like in a boarding house, and straight away there'd be drug use there, and you'd sort of be back on the merry-go-round and like back in jail, you know. And it was very hard to sort of set yourself up to move forward. Due to I didn't have my own place or my own secure place. So I've been homeless off and on for a few decades. So once I got here, I was homeless. They put me in a lodge, and then I ended up hearing about the Auckland City Mission housing department. So I went and spoke to them. This is before this beautiful building was made. It was being built at that time. I was in emergency housing during COVID, and what happened? There was an opportunity come up, and they said, "Would you like to move into the new HomeGround?" And so I had an interview and spoke, and then they said, "Yeah, you're welcome." So they gave me a place, which is great, which is really good, and the beautiful thing about this place is too, you've got it for life if need be. If need be. Which is beautiful because you've got that solid foundation. And you can't do anything without a solid foundation. If you haven't got a home and you're couch surfing or living in a squalid, cockroach infested hovel, it makes it very hard. It makes it very hard on your mental health. It makes it very hard to sort of try and get your life together and move forward. So what's HomeGround has given me is that stability. This is the longest time I've spent out of prison since I've been here. I haven't committed a crime in this country. I've been out the longest period of time I've ever been out. I now am employed full time by the mission. So I live in the mission and I'm employed by the mission. And it is down to that secure housing, that secure fundamental stability. The fundamentals, you need a home. And it gave me it gave me a safe space to heal.
Absolutely. Adam, thank you so much for sharing what you just shared with us in your story and your journey to HomeGround. It's really courageous to actually share that story. So I really want to acknowledge you for that. And just pick up on something you said there as well around the criminal system, and we know that when people have stable housing, they have less interactions with the criminal system. And you've just said exactly that.
I'd get out. I'd be put in these halfway houses, and I'd be back using like within a day. Yeah.
And so how long have you been living here at HomeGround?
I've been living here probably, I think it's 4 years in June.
Yeah, wow.
4 years. So I moved in roughly a month after it was open.
Lovely. Yeah. So you're a real part of the community here.
Yes. And it's a great place, and you've got plenty of activities to get involved in the community. So like you can see the garden around us is, we built this, the community. There's the shop where I work at, it's community.
Yeah.
And so it's all about community.
Yeah.
Community. People.
He tangata. And what do you enjoy most about living here?
The support, you've got wraparound support. And I do like the community vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not all roses, it has its moments, but overall it's brilliant. It's really good. I enjoy living here, yeah.
And how important is that support? Because we've just actually spoken with Kelsey about the work that her and her team do here.
Yeah.
And from your perspective as a tenant, how important is that support?
It's crucial. Yeah, it really is. It does. They support you to make improvements in your life and move forward.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah.
It is great.
And are you connected with the other tenants here?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Yeah.
I have certain people that I hang with. Yeah. Absolutely.
And at HomeGround, is there a process where you can inform kind of what the services look like, or is there a tenant participation kind of approach as well?
Yes, there is. We have meetings, like weekly meetings, tenant meetings.
Yeah.
So on how we can improve HomeGround.
Yeah.
So it's got to come from us, the tenants.
Yeah.
And the staff are there to facilitate and help and support. So, it's a complete wraparound service. You've got, it's a doctor's surgery.
Yeah.
You've got, now we have a dentist, which is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We have a chemist. It's you've got drug and alcohol services if need be.
Yeah.
And you've got staff 24/7. It's a secure place.
Yeah.
So it's great. It's great.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
If you were to, at a kind of systemic level, a systems level, if you had a policy ask for this government, what would it be?
You've got to invest in housing.
Yeah.
You've got to invest in affordable housing. Stop building prisons and maybe build houses. It'd probably end up cheaper.
Yeah.
Nice. That's what I really believe.
Yeah. And actually, when people are transitioned from prisons or the criminal system they need to be transitioned into
a suitable housing that meets their needs.
Yeah.
And and you need that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a setup to fail.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a real preventative measure, isn't it? I think. Yeah. Adam, thank you for taking the time to speak with us this evening. We really appreciate it.
We'd like to thank Adam for taking the time to speak with us for this episode. More information on this episode can be found in the episode description. And don't forget to subscribe to the Char Hub podcast, wherever you get your podcasts from.